everybody. I'm Wayne Benson. Welcome to Wayne's World of Mandolin. Today, we're going to talk about note identification on the fretboard. And this is something like everything else that you need to have coming at you a couple of different ways. What I think of as the real world experiences. If you're in jam sessions and you identify keys that you're playing with, maybe you have a buddy who sings a lot in B flat. And you've learned to play from this position, as a lot of us do. You're playing out of that shape. And I could ask someone, okay, play a B flat note for me. And they play that note. It's a good guess because of this shape, but it's wrong. This is actually the B flat note. So eventually you kind of put those things together in that real musical setting of jam sessions that you play. You might learn some stuff from tab, that kind of thing, and pick up on where a few of the notes are on the fretboard. As that is happening, you also need to deliberately try to learn where the notes are. Here's a great little tip and a great exercise to help you get there. I'm going to do it through a circle of fifths. If you don't know, your mandolin is tuned in fifths. The E, that's a 5 to an A is a 5 to D is a 5 to G. So we're going to go through those notes and play those on the fretboard. I'll show you where they are for starters, and then we're going to put together a neat exercise that you can do to help begin to really know where the notes are on the fretboard. The E notes are the 9th fret on the G string, 2nd fret on the D string, 7th fret on the A string, and then of course open or the 12th fret. We could play either one of those on the E string. So the next note is our A. Now we're going to have the 2nd fret on the G string, 7th fret, D. Those notes you may recognize playing fiddle tunes. When we play that double note, I've heard a lot of people refer to it that way. Anyway, that A note is the 7th fret of the D string. Open, obviously, on the A string. Then the 5th fret of the E. Moving on to the D notes, here comes another double note. 7th fret on the G, open on the D, 5th fret on the A string, and then all the way up to 10 on the E. Get up to that 10th fret to get some of those really cool high mandolin tones that we all fall in love with. All right, now the G notes, obviously open. We're going to see a real pattern here. G, then 5th fret, then 10th fret, and then 3rd fret. There are the G notes. So to practice this, to make an exercise, I like to play each one of the notes 4 times. Things tend to happen in counts of 4 and counts of 8 musically. So here, I'm going to go through this. E notes. A notes. D notes. Now the G's. Then you can start that process over and play through this exercise. So it's a little bit overwhelming to think about memorizing every note on the fretboard just straight up and down the fretboard. I'm not sure anyone's ever really accomplished it that way. But if you'll, again, back to the front of the lesson, let the tune experiences, that's your main thing that you want to lean on. But if you're not really getting to where you need to be, then there needs to be some intentional study of the fretboard to get this note identification down. you're not going to be able to apply the scales and the modes and all those other things that we're going to work on if you don't have the note identification, okay? Everybody enjoy working on this. Enjoy the sound of your mandolin when you're playing this exercise. Try to play the best tone that you can. Work on all those other cooler things to be thinking about. You want to know these notes so well that all of your thoughts are in that cool stuff that, you know, causes us to fall in love with our favorite players. We like someone's musicianship because of what they play, not how well they know the fretboard, but we have to know it. You have to know this stuff so well that you don't ever think about it. Okay, if you get something out of this, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in some one-on-one Skype lessons, you could private message me on Facebook. Thanks.